Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are fit and fine and doing very well with your families and you all are safe. Students, being safe is very important for you and for your family. So everyone, in our previous video, we have had studied about chapter number 9, that was simple tenses, right? We studied about simple present tense, simple past tense, and simple future tense, and in what way we use them in our daily lives. So here the new video for today is of grammar chapter number 10, that is continuous tenses. So just like simple tenses, in continuous tenses we are having present continuous tense, past continuous tense, and future continuous tenses. So the first one is present continuous tense. So let me tell you the definition of present continuous tense, which is the present continuous tense can be used to show an action which is happening at the time of speaking. Right now I am talking and teaching. So it is happening at the time of speaking. I'm teaching you grammar, right? I'm speaking and I'm teaching. So the thing is happening at the time of speaking. So here we are having table which shows us how to use it. So the present continuous tense is used to describe an action that is happening now at this very moment. For example, we are studying English grammar. So are studying. In this continuous tenses, we will be adding ing at the end of verb. Verb plus ing. Studying, working, talking, sleeping, cooking, learning, telling, running, playing. These are the verbs, and in continuous tenses we will be adding ing at the end of any verb. So here we are studying. We is plural. So we are using are instead of is, because is used for singular purpose. So we are studying English grammar. I am teaching right now. I am making a video. We are discussing. Okay? So the thing that is happening right now at this very moment. Second point, the present continuous tense is used to indicate that something will happen in the future, which has already been planned or prepared. So the thing is, there is something, some event, anything that is going to happen in future. But the planning, the preparation has been already done. So that kind of thing will be used in present continuous tense. For example, we are meeting at the mall. So we are going to meet at the mall, but it is already been planned. So it is like we are meeting at the mall. Like I said, let's see the second example. She is not going to the game tonight. or she is not going to the party tonight, or he is not going to the dinner tonight, right? Yeah, he is going to the dinner tonight, whether it is a negative or positive sentence, both are same. So he is meeting his friends after school. So this thing is going to happen in future, but it is already been planned in present. The next point is that the present continuous tense is used to describe a temporary event or situation. For example, he usually takes the train, but he is taking his car today. So daily, every time he takes the train, but for today he's taking his car. So this is a temporary thing, temporary situation or event. The next point is to emphasize a continuing series of repeated actions. So the thing is repeating always, right? So like you are always fighting, you are always sleeping, you are always so cheering, helping, like that. Okay, so the next point is that the present continuous tense is used to show longer action that are in progress now. For example, Ria is learning to play the guitar. So to learn how to play a guitar is not a short action. Like today we started learning how to play a guitar, and like tomorrow you are going to get expertise. That art, no, it takes time. So the longer action that are in progress, it's not done yet, it is in progress. Ria is learning to play the guitar. Meena is studying for IELTS. So the thing is in progress, it is not done yet. So that is also included in present continuous tense. Now to show an action that is temporary, like I said, I am working on an assignment. I am doing my homework, right? And the last point of the present continuous tense is to show that something is changing or developing. The process is continuing and it is changing by the time. For example, the puppy is growing quickly. So the now puppy is growing to a dog. Now let's see the past continuous tense. So let's see the definition of past continuous tense, and that is the past continuous tense can be used to show an action which was happening in the past. Now the action is happening in the action was happening in the past. So the past continuous tense is used to indicate two actions which happened at the same time in the past. Here the actions are two. two situations are happening together. Like I was washing clothes and mother was washing dishes. I was sleeping and my sister was working on her assignment. I was learning English grammar and she was doing her mathematics homework. Like that. So the thing happened in the past, but the two actions which happened at the same time in the past. So for past tense, what we use? Instead of is, we will be using was. Very good. Now, the past continuous tense is also used to indicate that an unfinished action was interrupted by another action. Like something was happening and it is not finished yet, but because it was interrupted by another action. For example, I was taking a bath when the bell rang. I was playing cricket when my mother called me, right? Teacher was teaching English grammar while she got a phone call. Like that. So something was on progress but it was interrupted by another action. Now the next point is that the past continuous tense is used to describe a mood or an atmosphere. So now we are talking about the atmosphere, the mood. For example, when I reached the restaurants, they were arguing. When I went home, my sisters or my siblings were fighting. When I went to hostel, everyone was crying. So here we are describing the atmosphere, the mood of the atmosphere, of the moment. And the last point is to talk about an annoying and repeated action in the past, usually with always. So the thing is annoying and it is repeating action in the past. For example, he was always arguing with his friend over trivial things. She was always late for her performances. Right? Got it? Have we used the past continuous tense? Okay. So now let's see the future continuous tense. The definition for the future continuous tense is that the future continuous tense is used to show that an action will be happening at a time in the future. It is not happened yet. It is going to happen. It will happen at some time, at some period of time in future. So, the future continuous tense is used to indicate that a longer action in the future will be interrupted by a shorter action in the future. So here a big action in event in the future that is going to be interrupted by something small things, like in future, like I will be studying for my exam when Rajni arrives. I will be. Now you are not studying, but you are going to study. Like I will be studying for my exams when Rajni arrives. The second point is to project ourselves into the future. To put ourselves in future, like what are we gonna do? what will happen with us. For example, this time next year I will be flying to Dubai. So now you're putting yourself at that situation, at that moment of time, like you will be flying to Dubai. You are going to go to Dubai. Next year. The time next year. The next point is for predicting or guessing about future events. Prediction, anuman. So now you are predicting about future events. For example, he will be coming to the party, I think. You are guessing, you are predicting, you are not sure. But you are just doing the bhavishyavani, the anuman. Like he will be coming to the party, I think. She will be competing UPSC exams next week. I think, like, you are not sure about it, but sometime in this future it might happen. Now the last point, to politely ask for information about the future. Now you want to get the information but in a polite manner. So you are asking. So it is going to be interrogative, right? The sentence will be interrogative sentence. In that, first, always you will be using will. Will you be joining us for the party? We are using be. After will, the subject, then be, then verb plus ing. Will you be joining us for the party? Will you be doing this work for me next week? Will you be coming with us to Dehradun? So now you are asking for the information about future, but this is a polite manner. Okay, so this was the table to understand the use of the continuous tenses. What are they? The present continuous tense, the past continuous tense, and the future continuous tense. And in this chapter we are having total 2 exercises. Number 1 is the fill in the blanks with the simple present tense or the present continuous tense. We have to write according to the sentence, according to the event, according to the tense. And in second exercise, again the fill in the blanks with appropriate continuous tenses. In this exercise, we are not going to write about any simple tense, but continuous tenses according to the event. If it is of present, then is plus verb plus ing, or are plus verb plus ing. And if it is of past, then we will be using was or were plus verb plus ing. And for future, we will be using will be plus verb plus ing. Okay? And here, the chapter number 10, continuous tenses, ends. So students, now let's see chapter number 11, that is perfect tenses. It is as perfect as a clear rainbow. So the next one is perfect tenses. First, simple tense. Second, continuous tense. And now third one is perfect tense. So you have learned that there are 3 perfect tenses in English: present perfect, past perfect, and future perfect. So the first one is the present perfect tense. It indicates that the action was completed at some point in the past or that the action extends to the present. So here the action, the event was completed at some point in the past, but it is, call that the action which is extends to the present, from past to the present. It is not completed yet. For example, I have read War and Peace. Now this sentence shows that the task is completed, the book has been read. Okay, action done a while ago. So this is also a present perfect tense. Now the second example, she has worked in the school for 10 years. Now she has worked, but still she is working in the school. So action is still continuing. So in present perfect tense, we will be using two things, that is have and has. This is a small tip, especially for has. It is used when we are using he, she or it. At that sentence we will be using has. Okay? So now let's see the table. The table is to study this table to understand the use of the present perfect tense. So we use the present perfect tense to describe a situation that started in the past and continues till now. Like this, she has worked in the school for 10 years. Got it? I have lived in Delhi since 1991. Like, I started living in Delhi in 1991 and I'm still living in Delhi. So it started in past, but it still continues till now. Second point, we use the present perfect tense to describe an experience. For example, I have been to Dubai. So when you are sharing your experience, at that time we will be using be along with has or have. Okay, I have been to Dubai. She has been doing or done. She has been done doctorate or PhD. And in this, we will be using verb, that particular verb in past tense, in past participle is going to be used in perfect tenses, whether it is of present perfect or past perfect or future perfect. In each and every sentences of perfect tense, the verb is going to be in the form of past participle. So live का क्या हो जाएगा? Lived. Improve, improved. Discover, discovered. Arrive, arrived. So the second point is describe an experience, right? I have been to Dubai. Now describe a change over time. Now the change is happening over the time. As the time is passing, we can see the change. For example, your English has improved since you moved to England. So here the change is of improvement. Your English has improved since you moved to England. Next point is describe achievements of humanity. Someone who did something for human purpose, for humankind. So the achievements of humanity. For example, doctors have discovered cures for many deadly diseases. So that is present perfect tense. The last point is to speak about an action that has not been completed. Now, whatever the action, event, or anything is not completed. Okay? For example, the train has not arrived yet. Now, let's see the past perfect tense. The past perfect tense indicates that the action was completed at some point in the past before another action happened. So here, one thing has been completed before at some point of time in the past before anything else happened. For example, we had owned the car for 15 years till we decided to sell it. And I told you that in perfect tense, we will be using past participle in present, past, or in future. And in past perfect tense, it's very simple. Here we only have to use had. No confusion, nothing, just had. And past participle of what? Yes, verb. So let's study the table to understand the use of the past perfect tense. It is to describe an action that occurred before another action in past. For example, I did not have money because. Why he did not have money? Because I had lost my wallet. Because I lost my wallet, I don't have money. Second point, show that an action started in the past and continued until another action in the past. Here, the action, whatever event, action, anything has started and it is continued until another action in the past. दूसरा action शुरू होने से पहले that particular action had continued. For example, by the time I woke up, mother had completed all the work. I am sleeping. But the time I woke, mother had completed all the work. Now let's see the future perfect tense. And in this future perfect, we will be using will have or will has. Okay? Will plus have plus part participle of that particular verb. Or will has plus been sometimes plus parts participle of that verb. So the first the definition is that the future perfect tense indicates that the action will be completed, is going to get complete at some point in the future, sometime, somewhere, on a particular point. The thing is going to get completed. For example, you will have arrived. See, arrived, ed, past participle of the particular verb, in New York by the time you receive this letter. You will have arrived in New York by the time you receive this letter. So we can use the future perfect tense to express that an action will occur before another action in the future. So here we are expressing, we are predicting that particular action will occur, will happen before another action in the future. For example, by next April, I will have gone to class 7. Got it? Now the second point, show that an action will continue until another action in the future. So before another action starts, that particular action is being continued. For example, by the time I leave, I will have been in London for 6 months. By the time I leave, I'm leaving. I will have been in London. I will be in London for 6 months. So this was it for perfect tenses. How many tenses are there in perfect tense? Present perfect, past perfect, and future perfect. In present perfect, we use have or has plus participle of that verb. In past perfect, we use had plus past participle of the verb. And in future, we use will plus have and participle of that verb. So in exercise number 1, you will see that you have to identify the tenses from the sentence. So Suman had been to Australia this month. So which perfect tense is this? It is past perfect tense. The easy way to identify is you have to see if it is written had, shall, will, have, has, and according to it, it will be easy for you to identify the sentence. And in second exercise, you have to form the sentences in present perfect tense. You are only allowed to use present perfect tense by using because and one has been done for you. And here we are having the choices, options through which we have to make the sentence. For example, I cannot pay the cab driver. Why? I cannot pay the cab driver because I have lost my wallet. Have plus past participle. So same way you have to go through each and every exercise. Exercise number 3 is fill in the blanks with simple past and or according to the sentence or past perfect tense as required. So here also we are having options. Tell का क्या हो जाएगा? Told, because of past participle. He told us that he had. In past perfect tense, we will be using had gone to a dentist. And in exercise 4, fill in the blanks with suitable verbs in future perfect tense. And in future perfect, we use will have plus past participle. So here, she does finish her exam by then, so we can watch a film. Will have finished. She will have finished her exam by then, so we can watch a film. So everyone, with this, the video ends, and in this video we have learned 2 chapters, continuous tense and perfect tense. I hope you got to enjoy this video and understood it. So everyone, thank you so much for watching the video, and let's meet in our next video. Till then, stay home, stay safe. Bye.